probably heard it before. If you want to lose fat, just hit the gym. So you sign up for a gym membership. Start running on the treadmill, lift some weights, sweat through intense workouts, and expect the fat to melt away. But weeks later, when you look in the mirror or step on the scale, the results aren't what you expected. So what happened? Isn't exercise supposed to burn fat? Well, here's the surprising truth. While exercise is incredibly good for your health, it isn't the most important factor in fat loss. In fact, one of the biggest reasons people struggle to lose fat is because they're focusing on how many calories they can burn instead of how many calories they're consuming. Think about it. A 30-minute jog might burn around 300 calories. That sounds impressive until you realize that a large sugary drink and a snack can easily contain more calories than that. In just a few minutes, you can consume what took half an hour of hard work to burn. That's why so many people exercise consistently yet see very little change in their body fat. They're trying to out-exercise a diet that is working against them. To understand fat loss, we need to understand one simple concept: a calorie deficit. Your body needs energy to survive. It uses energy for breathing, thinking, walking, exercising, and every other process that keeps you alive. When you consume more energy than your body needs, the excess is stored, mostly as body fat. But when you consume less energy than your body requires, your body begins to use its stored energy reserves to make up the difference, and that's when fat loss occurs. This is the fundamental principle behind every successful fat loss strategy. Not a magic supplement, not a special workout routine, not a secret fat-burning food. A calorie deficit. Now, let's talk about sugar. Sugar isn't some evil substance that's automatically converted into fat the moment you eat it. The real problem is that sugary foods and drinks make it incredibly easy to consume large amounts of calories without feeling satisfied. A bottle of soda can contain a surprising amount of sugar and calories, yet many people can drink it in a matter of minutes and still feel hungry afterward. The same is true for candies, pastries, sweetened beverages, and many processed snacks. These foods are often high in calories, but low in satiety. In simple terms, they don't keep you full for very long. As a result, you end up eating more calories throughout the day without even realizing it. This is why reducing your intake of sugary foods and drinks can be such a powerful strategy for fat loss. Not because sugar is uniquely fattening, but because reducing sugar often reduces your overall calorie intake, and that makes achieving a calorie deficit much easier. One of the biggest traps is liquid calories. Soft drinks, sweetened coffee, energy drinks, fruit juices. Many people consume hundreds of calories every day through beverages alone. What's worse is that liquid calories often don't trigger the same feeling of fullness that solid foods do. So you end up drinking extra calories without naturally eating less later. Over weeks, months, and years, those extra calories can add up significantly. Now, before you think the gym doesn't matter, let's be clear. Exercise is still one of the best things you can do for your body. It strengthens your heart, improves your mood, builds and preserves muscle, increases fitness, supports long-term weight management, and improves overall health. The gym is not the enemy. The mistake is expecting exercise alone to overcome poor eating habits. The most effective approach combines both. Good nutrition creates the calorie deficit. Exercise supports the process and helps maintain the results. So if your goal is to lose body fat, start by paying attention to the things that matter most. Reduce sugary drinks. Limit highly processed snacks. Eat more protein. Choose whole foods more often. Watch your portion sizes. Stay physically active. Get enough sleep. And most importantly, be consistent. Because fat loss isn't about suffering for a few weeks. It's about building habits that you can maintain for years. The biggest secret about fat loss isn't hidden inside a gym. It's hidden in the small choices you make every single day. The foods you eat, the drinks you consume, and the habits you repeat. The gym can help, but if your nutrition isn't under control, you're making the journey much harder than it needs to be. So, the next time you think about losing fat, don't just ask how many calories you can burn. Ask how many unnecessary calories you can avoid. That simple shift in thinking might completely change your results. What do you think has the biggest impact on weight gain today? Sugary drinks, junk food, or lack of exercise? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed health content.